ladies and gentlemen, and for those people who are watching me everywhere in the world, whether you're in the morning, good morning to you, whether you're in the afternoon, good afternoon to you, whether you're in the evening, good evening to you guys. Thank God it's Friday and it's another amazing day for us to have fun on Women's Circle. I am sure that a lot of you have been waiting, even before I got here, for us to have fun, for us to gist, for us to discuss on the show again today. We cannot but start the show without saying a huge thank you to God for this grace and opportunity to be here. Thanks to the pioneer of this wonderful online radio TV in person of Papa Ojotisa. Thanks to the director Osha himself. Thanks to those I've got in the studio. I have DJ Papidemi and of course I have Poet Solo with me today. And yes, today, thanks to you two for always joining me, for always contributing, for always dropping your likes and loves, for always calling in the studio. Thank you so much. In fact, some people will come and stay here before I come. Like, I really appreciate the love. It is massive. Thank you so much. I'm really your girl Mobisno Laulua, and today I promise is no exception from every other show. It's going to be fun as usual. And we're going to be continuing with what we started with last week. But in case you're just joining me today and you're looking at it that, okay, Women's Circle, I am a guy, am I supposed to be here? Let me tell you that you are supposed to be here because it is not just a show for the women, it's a show for all gender. And everybody always has something to do with women in a day. You cannot tell me that you've not seen a lady today. You cannot tell me you've not spoken to a lady today. That's impossible. We have ladies as our mothers, our sisters, our whether elder or younger sister, our aunties, our wives, our girlfriends. So we all have something. Even if you don't know the person, you must have spoken to someone who is a lady today. That is why women are made, the center of the whole show or discussion. But bet it with me that you're going to have a swell time on the show today. And of course, you'll not just get entertained, you will also learn one or two. Maybe unlearn certain things. And of course, you're allowed to, hear your own opinions concerning what's in the show in proper. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. This is still GVBN Radio TV, the best online radio TV in West Africa. And of course, the show you're watching at the moment is Women's Circle. And I'm your girl. I am Ubi Sinu Ola Oluwa. So yes, like I said, that I have there is this story that is actually trending, and I just want us to just talk about it, But then I still have one other thing I'd like us to look into. But then this is a story we started with last week, and I got quite a number of comments on it, but I still want us to revisit it, to discuss it. So yes, the story goes thus. It says, I got pregnant 9 years ago while dating my current husband, and then the issue of marriage came up. I wasn't working. Then he told my family and I that he doesn't want a court marriage for no reason. My parents tried talking to him. I cried and begged him severally to legalize his marriage with me, but he stood his grounds not to wed me in court. I involved his family members to help me beg him, but they said he is old enough to make his decisions. He even refused to do a white wedding either because my church requested for a court certificate. So we ended up doing only traditional marriage. I later got tired and gave up on the matter. I was hurt and broken, but I resolved to marry him like that just to save myself and my family of the shame of having a baby outside wedlock. My dad was angry and disappointed in him, but he didn't care, and because of that, my dad vowed to see me a successful and independent woman with or without him. After I gave birth to my baby, my dad helped me secure a job with a multinational company, and things started to turn around for me. I could now take care of myself and secure a future. Though I married my husband, but I never forgave him from my heart, and it made me not to do anything in my husband's name. We currently have 3 kids together, but all my properties are in the name of my children. I never used him as my next of kin either. Just last month, my company decided to transfer me to a branch in Texas, and the company is willing to pay for my entire family to relocate with me. My husband's business is not doing too well, and he is willing to relocate as well, but we have no legal certificate to show that we are married. Now he wants us to go to court to legalize our marriage, and I have said no. My dad has threatened to disown me if I ever go with him to court. He has been tagging me everywhere as a bad wife who is not loyal to her husband and spoiling my family also. His family members have been calling me, trying to persuade me, but I told them I am old enough to make my own decisions, as I have stood my ground just like he did to me 9 years ago. Now, what is your advice for this young mother of 3? Or what is your advice in general? What do you have to say in general concerning the whole situation? The way the situation started and moved on and on and on to the present, till this present moment. What do you have to say concerning it? Now, in case you did not get the story very well, let me quickly do a breakdown of the story. Now, according to this lady, she and the man has been dating, or herself and the man, they've been dating for quite a number of, years. Their parents already know that, okay, this person is with this person, that person is with that person. Now, it happened that the lady got pregnant for this guy, and the family said, okay, there's nothing they can do but then for them to get married. So this guy said, okay, he's not going to be doing any white wedding or church wedding or court wedding. That what he's opting for is the traditional wedding. Now, this lady said she begged and begged and begged. Her family members also begged the guy. He said no, that he's standing his ground. This is 9 years ago. That he is standing his ground and is not going to be going for any other wedding apart from traditional wedding. She said she was devastated. They had to inform this guy's family members. And what his family members had to say was that, he's old enough to make his own decisions. And since he has stood his ground, that he cannot change whatsoever he has at the back of his mind. So, because she did not want to have a child out of wedlock, she just had to go ahead with that wedding like that. And now they have lived together for these 9 years. They have 3 kids together, but she has not forgiven this man. Now, because of this whole situation, it made the father of this lady to decide that, he's going to make sure that his daughter turns out a very, very successful woman. So after she gave birth to the first child, the dad secured her a job at a multinational company, which is high paying. Now she is very, very successful. Like, her career is at the peak. And because she did not forgive this man, she did not make her husband her next of kin. She has acquired quite a number of properties, but all in her children's name, not in this man's name. Now, at this moment, which is 9 years away from the first instance of when she was pregnant, she was pleading with this man to, legalize marriage with her and all of that. Like I said, her career is booming, and our company is sending her to Texas to go and, oversee their business or their company in Texas. The company is also willing to pay for the relocation of our entire family. That means the company is going to be responsible for every of the finance of their traveling, both herself, her kids, and her husband. So they have 3 kids, with herself making 4 and her husband making 5 of them. So the company is responsible for, relocating all of them. But now, to do this, there is no legal certificate backing her marriage to this man. At the moment, this man is crying, is begging, and wishing that, the lady would now follow her to the court, to seal and legalize their marriage. Now she also says she's standing her ground, and she's affirming a decision not to go anywhere with this man. She's also, she's also old enough to stand her ground and make her own decisions, just like this guy did to her 9 years ago. So at the moment, she's going to be leaving very soon, and she's not going anywhere with this man. So according to her, according to the story, this guy's family members, like this guy's parents, have been begging this lady to please, solidify this marriage with their son, go to the court with their son to legalize the marriage. And she has also repeated the same things that, they told her the last time. They told her that their son is old enough to make his own decisions. She also is saying that she is old enough to make her own decisions. And her father is threatening her that if she dare goes to any court to legalize any marriage with this guy, that he's going to be disowning his daughter. So she dares not to do that. As well, this guy has been going on social media to, tarnish the image of the lady and her family, calling her a bad wife, calling her a home wrecker, and all of that. All of those names. So now, in my own opinion, what do you have to say concerning the whole situation? Not just the action of the man, not just the action of this woman, but what do you have to say about the whole situation from the beginning? That is my question today. Imole Ayo Adekoya says, well done, ma. Thank you so much for joining me, ma'am. I really appreciate you. But then I really want to know what your opinion is concerning this story or this question. For those of you who are joining me, please, let's keep this comments coming. Let me know what you have to say concerning this issue. And as well, if you want to call in the studio line, our studio line is live and is active. You can see it boldly on your screen. You can call us in and we'll be here to pick it up. Is it that you call via WhatsApp or via normal call? We are here to speak to you concerning, this story. What do you have to say? In my own opinion, it's true that, okay, their child or their son is old enough to make decisions. But this is somebody you claim you loved over the years. What is stopping you from legalizing your marriage with her? And these parents backing their son to say that he can do whatever he plans to do. It shows that it's not like they are also willing to welcome this lady into their family. So if this opportunity of Texas is not showing, if this opportunity of her and her family relocating to Texas, if it doesn't come up, that means they are not still willing to legalize anything with her. So it's because I just feel like it is because of, their son relocating, traveling abroad. That is what is making them now instigate that, okay, you guys should go and legalize the marriage. You guys should go. They shouldn't do that. They did not even take a look at the whole situation. Like, okay, what if it is our daughter that this happens to? That is very, very bad from the part of the parents. That is really, really, in my own opinions, though we are not considering my opinions, I really want to hear what you guys have to say concerning this issue. But in my own opinions, what they did is very, very bad for the parent side. Yes, because it this girl did not impregnate herself on her own terms. Your son did that. Your son did the job, and you guys already know that, okay, they are dating or they are courting or they are in a relationship or whatever English term you want to use to, categorize whatsoever they had going on. So you guys knew as at the time that, okay, they were together, and the unexpected happened. Since they are together, the next thing is for them to get married, and you don't want them to, you don't want your child to have a child outside. You want them to be together and all of that. The best thing for them is to get married. Now you guys now saying that, your child or your son, if he decides not to legalize marriage with the person he's intending to marry, that is left to him. That means that you don't even have the best interest. You are not welcoming you're not welcoming this lady into your home. You don't even have intentions to welcome her into your home. And you're not looking at the whole situation from the perspective that, what if this girl is our daughter and this is happening to her? Are we going to be happy that this is happening to her? This is a very, very bad thing from the aspect of the parents. And for the guy too, I think he also is to blame. This is somebody you profess to love over the years. So because of pregnancy and you guys are not married, you decide to treat her like a trash. That is really bad. So now you see an opportunity from her and you are now wishing to undo your mistake. Oh no, life is not done that way. But then for the lady to, the comments that is trending on social media is that, oh, everybody is hailing this lady that you have done well. This is amazing. Thank God you did not do this. Thank God you did not do that. I don't know. But I feel like, she could have, you don't necessarily have to repay with evil, maybe. But no, this our generation is this for that too. I'm just saying my own. You push not come for me. So yes, this our generation is tit for tat, I know. But then I still believe that, you can still, although, because this is possible, it depends on the lady. Probably this lady has been seeing signs of this man, not willing to commit anymore. It's possible that if the lady helps him relocate to Texas, this man might just one night pack his stuffs and leave the house and go with another woman. Anything is possible. But then I still believe that, regardless of the whole situation, even if you already have it at the back of your mind not to relocate with him, I still think that you need to forgive him. He's your husband. He's the father of your kids. You need to forgive him. And 9 years ago, I believe that not all your kids are grown. You have 3 kids. Let's say the first child is 9. The second should be maybe 7. And the third maybe 5 or 3. So your children are not grown. What if you relocate and they start to crave the presence of their father? What do you have to say to them? What do you tell them? What if you relocate and he's now left here and things go in diverse ways? Would you say, oh, you want to leave the marriage, you want to get divorced, or what are your intentions? Children always need, the presence of their parents. Not just one, but both of them. But then I still want to know what your opinions are concerning this question. So I still want your comments to come in. Okwaliyemi says, hello, good morning from here. Good morning to you too. I already said it initially. Like I said, some people are in the morning, some people are in the afternoon, some people are in the evening. So whatever it is at your hand, good day to everybody. She said, is baddest gone. Yes, so very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. For those people who are, I don't know, probably is the network or anything. You guys are coming in and going out. I just hope that you get the question or the story that that we are discussing today. I just hope that you get the story. Okolayemi says, forgive him and leave him in Nigeria for some months. Leave him in Nigeria for some months. Okay. So according to Okolayemi, she believes that, forgive him. It's possible that you are working things for him on the side. And he does not know about it. But you will travel first. Leave him. Let him feel it. Let him be pained. Let him understand what you went through within that 9 years of your marriage. Let him understand the thoughts that you had in your mind. Let him understand how sad and devastated and broken you were. But you still need to forgive. He is your husband. He is the father of your kids regardless. You need to forgive him. 100%. That's the key word. Forgive him. But leave him for some months. Leave him maybe for 6 months. I don't know. Maybe for 9 months. I don't know. But she said leave him for some months. Then maybe if you have something planned for him at the side, you can help him out with it. Thank you so much, Okolayemi, for that comment. Keep the comments coming, guys. I really want to know what your perspectives are concerning this story. And in case you do not understand what the story is all about, let me quickly give you a rundown before we go to the market. According to this lady, herself and the guy has been dating. Their parents already know them to be together. But then the unexpected happened. She got pregnant for this guy. And, they just had to tie the knot to prevent both of them from having child out of wedlock. So, the parents came together to say, okay, you guys should get married. But the guy said, oh, he's not interested in the legal marriage or court wedding. He said he only wanted to do traditional, and he's not even interested in going to church, for the wedding. Because according to this lady, before you can do a church wedding in her own church, you have to tender your court certificate. And according to this guy, he does not want to go to court. She was sad. Her parents pleaded with her, with the guy, and he said he is standing his ground and he's not changing his decisions. So they had to involve the guy's parents, and the guy's parents were like, okay, their son is matured enough to make his own decisions, and they don't have a say. There's nothing they're going to do about it. Now they got married on these terms. They now have 3 kids. This is over 9 years. Our own parents made sure that, they swore that they're going to make sure she is very, very successful and independent. They got her a job at a multinational company. Now she's doing very, very well. But she did not forgive her husband. She has acquired quite a number of properties, but in the name of her children. She did not even make her husband, a next of kin. Now, the husband's job is declining. His work is not going very well. It's not going smoothly. And she was given an offer at her own place of work, to relocate to Texas to head their company there. And the company says they are going to be responsible for the relocation of our entire family. Now, there is no certificate to show that, she is legally married to any man. This man is now pleading with the lady. This man is now pleading with the lady to please consider going to the court with him to legalize the marriage. She also said that, she has made her own decisions just like this guy has done 9 years ago, and she's rigid with her decisions. She's not intending to change this for anybody, and her decision is final that she is not also going to any court to legalize any marriage. Now, our own father is also threatening that if she tries to go to the court with any man, he's going to, disown her. The parents of this guy they are now begging to say that, please legalize the marriage with our son, this and this and that, please forgive him. And the guy has been going on all social media platforms to tarnish her image, to say, oh, she's a bad wife, she's not a loyal wife, she's destroying the family, and blah blah blah. I am sure that quite a number of persons are going to be hailing this lady at the moment. But then, what do we all have to say in general about the whole situation? That is the question that I'm asking. And within the few more minutes I have, just about 15 to 18 minutes I have left. If you have anything you want to say concerning the story, please drop in the comment section or call in the studio line. But before I read some of the comments I have in the comment section, I'm going to go and sell market. So I'm going to go on a commercial break. But when I come back, we're going to have to say concerning this whole issue. And I'm also going to be anticipating your calls concerning this story. So on this note, I'd like to also implore you guys to please come sponsor Women's Circle. And as well, if you want to run your ads on GVBN Radio TV, just reach out to the studio line and you're going to be directed on what to do. And let me bring to your notice that GVBN Radio TV is now on YouTube. As you are watching this show on Facebook, it is also live on YouTube. So in case you want to give me a story like, oh, I don't like to use Facebook, my darling, just go to our YouTube page and subscribe to our page. It is God's Vision Broadcasting Network Radio TV on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, and when I come back from the commercial break, we're going to continue on the show. Don't go anywhere.
In medicine, prescription before diagnosis is malpractice, as health issues are in various forms, so is medical diagnosis and regular checkup a necessity. Kindness Medical Diagnosis Center, a registered medical diagnosis center with versatile and experienced medical lab scientists, working with modern high-tech medical laboratory facilities for laboratory investigations in blood, urine, stool, sputum, other body fluids, general medical check, blood bank, fertility testing, ultrasound scan, and ECG. Kindness Medical Diagnosis Center is your right choice.
Kindness Lab headquarters is at Focus Studio building beside Atole Shopping Complex, Oremeji, Agugu, Ibadan. Ikire branch, Olaniyan House, opposite FRS filling station, Sango, Ikire.
Telephone 0803-218-2307 and 0815-086-9895. Email address kindnesslab25@gmail.com. Kindness Medical Diagnostic Center. Accuracy and reliability. Your health, our priority.
Information technology and business are inextricably interwoven. That's why you need a company that knows its onions if you want to build a customized online system to sell your products and manage your customers. Placid Global International Limited, a company with good repute and astonishing success record. At Placid Global International, we specialize in the design and development of Windows, web-based and mobile applications to meet organizational needs. We develop and offer various support on web, mobile, and window-related applications like e-portal, e-cooperative, shopping carts, e-commerce, hotel management system, HMS, hospital management system, email solution, billing solution, logistic app, newsletter solution, and invoice solution. Our location is Plot A, Dinam, Adedotun, Bende, Maryland, Lagos State. Website www.placid.ng. Email info@placid.ng. Telephone +234 9069 165 197. Placid Global International. We give global entrepreneurs the ability to stay in charge.
Yes, welcome back. This is still GVBN Radio TV, the best online radio TV in West Africa. And the show you're watching at the moment is Women's Circle. So yes, I'm sure that everybody now has an idea of what the story is all about. In case you're just joining me and you're still wondering what it is that we are discussing, this man, he did not do well. No, he did not. Because imagine there is no opportunity for the family to be traveling to Texas. That means he wouldn't be interested in legalizing the marriage at all. That is so bad. And even the parents coming back now to say, please forgive him, please legalize it. I am sure they did not have a second thought. when they were making decisions 9 years ago. That is equally bad on their own side. Anyways, Okpeleyemi says, forgive him and leave him in Nigeria for some months. She further said, as for the children, she will let them know when they are of age. If their dad ended up traveling with them or not, the children still need to know. So regardless of him traveling with you guys, regardless of you forgiving him, regardless of the outcome of the whole situation, you must let your kids understand that, oh, see, so years ago, your dad did this and this and this and that. Let them understand how the whole situation transpired between the two of you or your entire family. She also said it also depends on what the relationship has been for the 9 years. To my understanding, traveling documents are not done that way. According to her, traveling documents is not done, I don't understand that this part of the traveling documents are not done that way. Can you please elaborate, for us to have further understanding? But then she also indicated that, what will make her make her own decisions concerning this situation is the way the 9 years of marriage to this man has been. It's possible that the man has not even been relating with this woman like his wife or as his wife. Probably he has been mistreating her. Probably the way, he talks to her and all of that hasn't been like, like you love that person so much to want them to be your wife or the mother of your kids. Maybe, the way this man has been acting towards this woman is just like, it's because you got pregnant now, that's why I married you. That kind of reaction. So only the reaction that the man has been giving to this woman will further solidify a decision concerning this situation. Alright, thank you so much, Okpeleyemi, concerning this matter. Another person says, okay, this is from Yinka. Yinka says, try, it don't cast last. That's consequences for his past actions. And I don't think anyone's comments can change the heart of that woman on this matter. The man should just chill and be hopeful. His wife might change her mind anytime, but I don't think so. But on the other side, the wife should also be ready for the consequences that will follow her actions too. So every action has a reaction that is going to follow it. So now, the reaction of the action of that man 9 years ago, that is what he's reaping now. So this lady too should, she should be mindful of the decision she's making now. Because it is possible that it's going to take a toll on her later in the future. That is according to Yinka. The man should also just chill and be hopeful because it is possible for the woman to change her mind. But then, I still have a question for Yinka. So, are you telling me that this man, is repentant in his heart? Or you do not see it as, it's because, this lady now has an opportunity of traveling out. That is why he is now pleading for the lady to, go and legalize things with her. And considering the fact that he is now going all around telling people how bad his wife is going all around saying that, the wife is destroying their family, the wife is not loyal to him. What do you think concerning that from the aspect of that man as well? Because in my own opinion, I believe that he has not changed a bit. It is just because of the opportunity that is before this, the wife and her kids, that is making him want to make the decision to go and legalize things with the woman. But then I still want to know your opinion concerning this. Thank you. So yes, keep the comments coming. Few more minutes to spare in the studio. I really want to know what your opinions are concerning this story. Yes, keep them coming. Let's keep the conversation going within the few more minutes that we have left to spare. But then in my own opinion, regardless, I still believe that, this lady has to forgive the husband, regardless of whatsoever it is. You need to forgive your husband. It's like we have a caller, somebody is trying to talk to us on the show. Yes. Hello. Yes, hello, good afternoon.
Me from Canada. Good morning from here. Good afternoon to you.
Good morning to you too, ma'am.
I just want to quickly add to the topic, to the matter on ground.
All right.
So, like you said, like one of the comments you read, that nobody can make the decision for this lady. That's definitely true. Nobody can decide what she wants to do. But as per consequences, like what will happen if she didn't take the husband, or what will happen if she take the husband, this thing is 50-50, honestly, because like I said, it depends on how the marriage has been in the last 9 years. 9 years is not a joking matter. It's not a small time to know who someone really is. So like for if she decided to take him, like you said earlier, the husband might wake up one day and be like, well, I'm done. I don't want to marry to you before. And maybe it's just because this lady got pregnant. That's why he even agreed to do whatever he did with the lady in the first place. Maybe he's not even interested in her. Because why would you say you don't want to marry someone legally even after the person got pregnant for you? So that doesn't make any sense to me. And this is like a lesson to all the men out there, and even women out there. Like most of you would say, she's not rich, they don't have money, they don't do this, they don't do that. At the end of the day, look at the girl now. Maybe she's not even rich back then. Now she's rich, she have property, she have this, she have that. Now she's traveling out. You now want her to marry you. And what I meant by documents are not done that way, traveling documents are not done that way, is because before they even grant you visa, they will go through all your applications. They want to see every proof of that marriage. And you already have 3 children. And your marriage is not legal. So now you want to travel. You are now bringing the date of your marriage as a week ago or 2 days ago. So the time you are applying for the visa or whatever they want to get to travel. It's not done that way. It's only God says they will give him, because they look at all the wedding pictures, they will go through it, the dates. You will have to even write what you were doing in that picture. Because they are strict with wedding, marriage, with couple, children, application. That very strict with that. All the applications are very strict. I don't know, I'm talking about Canada one, but I know that's how every other country too will be. So it doesn't make any sense for you to say, hey, you just got married after 9 years and you have 3 children. So because the wife is now traveling, you are now saying you want to legalize the marriage and you want to submit your application and you want to give them your proof of marriage as last week. Like whoever will be granting the visa just look at it and be like, this doesn't make sense. It would be like they want to fraud us and maybe take this person out of the country. So they might not even grant. That might even affect the wife's application.
Okay.
So she needs to think about that very well. But who am I to say don't forgive your husband or don't take your husband with you? I'm not in your marriage. I don't know what's been going on. If she wants to forgive, it's good to forgive. Like forgive, forget, let go, let God. But you have to. The Yoruba people will say, that kind of thing. So she needs to be wise and be smart about her decision, whatever her decision is. And either way, the husband go with them or did not, she needs to let the children know what's going on, because the children can learn 1 or 2 things. By the time they too are ready to marry or decide they're ready for courtship or relationship or that kind of stuff. And the dad is already bad-mouthing the mother. So the mother needs to wash her hands, wash herself clean, and let the children know that this is not my fault. This is your dad's fault. This is what he did. not me, so that they won't poison the mind of the children and be like, our mommy is a bad person here. She doesn't like our daddy. She doesn't want our daddy to this, our daddy to that. No, the mom needs to let their dad and the children know that this is what has happened and this is why I'm making this decision, and it's for the best of everybody. Even if she doesn't want to take the children, the husband, that doesn't mean the father cannot be like contacting with the children. We have couples that wife will be in Nigeria, pregnant, deliver in Nigeria, the husband will be in whatever outside country the husband is, and the relationship is still going. The father know their children, the mother know their children. So technology don't make life easy for everybody. Zoom, Skype, Facebook video call, whatever they want to do, they can do that. So it's up to her to make a decision. Nobody can decide for her to either take her or not take her. But parents too don't say, no, you won't do this, you won't do that. She should also remember that her parents will not be living with her. So that's an ara okay, show put her body no be firewood unless she's ready to go out and marry another person. That's it. And if she's ready to do that, she has to either divorce the husband. If not, then she's prostituting around by sleeping with another man without legally divorcing the husband. So that's what I have to say. She needs to come out clean to her children. She needs to think about the implications that will happen if she go for that application and the visa people were like, okay, what's going on here? They might question them. They might ask them for more and more documentation that they might not even be able to prove and give to them. It can implicate her. So she needs to think about that as well. And for the children, tell them the dad will always be in their life. That's no doubt. The dad will always be in their life, either way. So that's just all I have to say. She needs to just pray about it and decide what she wants to do.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Miss Opalemi from Canada. Thank you so much. She has said it all.
Thank you.
Keep listening. Thank you so much. So she has said it all. She said concerning, the traveling, you cannot just go and legalize something in 2022. You guys are supposed to travel this same 2022. Wouldn't they look at it? How did you guys give birth to the 3 children within the space of how many months? That is so impossible. She just enlightened us about, the whole traveling procedures, for the country that she is. But we believe that, it should work for other places too. Thank you so much. And of course, the woman needs to tell her children about the circumstances, because since the father is already bad-mouthing the mother online and everywhere else, so that the children will not grow to have this sentiment towards their mom, they need to understand what really happened, and she definitely needs to pray. She should also know that, her parents will not be in her life forever. She should think about it before making her decisions. She also included that, 9 years is enough for them to understand what kind of marriage they have, except she wants to, either divorce the man or what have you. And for parents to not be together does not necessarily mean that, the children will not have their father in their life. Technology has made things very easy. Thank you so much, Mrs. Opalemi, for calling all the way from Canada. We really appreciate it. The last comment I'm going to be taking, and then I'm going to be leaving the studio. Still from Yinka, it says, but my advice for this woman is that she should permit peace and love in her marriage and not let the union to become a game of revenge. Because even though her children will be willing to travel with her right now, 1 or 2 out of these children will not be happy with their mom's decision. But they won't be able to talk now. She has no idea of what might happen in the future. Frankly speaking, I am not on the side of the man, because he is the cause of all the problems in the marriage. He is obviously not sober about his past decision. He just wants to make use of the opportunity in front of him. And that's why I said earlier that the man should just chill and be hopeful his wife will change her mind. All right, thank you so much. We hope so. Definitely, we hope so. But then, I believe that this man is an opportunist, because it's because of this opportunity. He might get there now, and the next 3 months he said that, oh, let's just go our separate ways and all of that. But like Mrs. Okpeleyemi has told us, it is possible that, just going to legalize our marriage now will not work. For the fact that, you cannot just be tendering some months, documents. What if they ask questions? What do you have to say? How do you defend yourself? Those are some of the things that she told us, and it might even be implicating to the wife as well. Anyways, thank you so much to everybody that joined us today. Thank you so much, Yinka. Thanks so much, Ms. Okpeleyemi from Canada. Thank you so much, Imole Ayo Adekoya. Thank you to everyone who watched without saying anything. I really appreciate your love. Thank you for your consistency. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your calls. Till next week when I come your way again. Have an amazing weekend. I remain your girl, Mobi Sinu Ola Olua. Bye-bye.
Soul-lifting music, life-dividing programs, up-to-date news, back-to-back entertainment, in-depth sport analysis. This is GVBN, the good extra miles for you. We are the platform of discovery.